Robin, all games are important, obviously, but I wonder how critical is this 6-game stretch on the road, especially given, um, leaving so many valuable points on the table during the 9-game home stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I think not getting the points at home that we wanted means that we have to get the points elsewhere. So it just amplifies the importance of really every game after this. Um, and obviously, everyone would like to go on this World Cup break feeling good and with a positive feeling. So certainly, these two games are really important for us.
Charlotte obviously played last night coming off the loss, and I think they're just above you at the table. From a tactical perspective, what type of match are you expecting against them on Saturday?
Yeah, they're a really hardworking, very disciplined team. Um, they, I think that's really been probably their biggest strength is that they are really they play as a team, they function as a team, they're very disciplined, but they have players who can really hurt you. I think Beal is excellent. I think guys who are even different than they were last year. I think Vargas is a better player now than he. Like every year, he gets better and better. They have players that can hurt you. Obviously, Zaha has quality and can hurt you at any time. So I feel like this is a team. Westwood is a very, very good player. He reminds me a lot of Jack Price, who I had in Colorado. Good distributor, good decision maker, that sort of thing. So they have a lot of really talented players, and when you have talented players in an organized system, they're a good team.
I know you're not one to make sort of excuses, but when you're dealing with so many injuries, how much of a challenge is that for you, just in terms of trying to fit the pieces together, trying to get square pegs into round holes sometimes?
It's obviously not easy, and it's obviously not ideal. But I keep saying we have to get points regardless of who we have, and we certainly. I was going to say we believe in our youth and our inexperience and our bench and that sort of thing. Well, they're all now playing all the time, and now we also have to rely on some of the second team players, and it's definitely challenging. But I do think that every game is winnable if you do enough things right.
Mm-hmm. Getting guys back, it looked like Josh was out there today. It looked like Theo was out there again, and Gomis. Would they possibly be ready for game action this weekend?
Possibly. It's obviously one more day to go, and we see how they progress. But all three guys have really been doing well. I think this was a big week. Last week and this week were big weeks for Nix and for Theo.
It's good that they're back in.
Very much so. It's good to have, certainly as guys start to trickle back in from injuries. The sooner we're at full strength, we feel like, the better.
They haven't started yet. They haven't joined it. So if you.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go. What about Josh? Do you think is he still kind of questionable? Do you think?
Yeah, he's possible. If he's not this week, then I think it will be next week. But he's feeling great, and he looks great, and he's moving really well. I think maybe out of an abundance of caution, if he's not ready this week, then he'll be ready next week.
What about Benjamin?
He is. It's an injury that's going to take a little bit of time, so he is not. He's not really close at the moment, but we certainly expect him. The feeling is that he'll be ready by the time we come back.
Laz?
Laz has a broken fifth metatarsal, so he's going to be out for a while.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you have a sense of timeline?
Oh, gosh. Let's see. I've done it 3 times.
You have yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So probably somewhere between 8 and 10 weeks, I guess.
And what about Wingo? We haven't really seen much of him. Is he?
Yeah, it's funny you say that. I was thinking about him this morning. My understanding is he's progressing. I say my understanding because there's everything going on. I really haven't spoken to Henry that much in the last 2 weeks or so. I was just thinking that this morning. I just need to check in on him and see how he's doing. It's extremely tough to go through the number of injuries he has. So, I do need to, and I do check in on him from time to time. And I just haven't checked in with him recently. But my understanding is that he is progressing.
Once you get past these next 2 games, how do you handle that sort of chunk of 6 weeks when you're off? Because I was kind of thinking about this the other day. It's almost kind of like like a second preseason in a lot of ways. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So obviously this has been a challenging time for us with injuries and that sort of thing. So I think everyone will get away for a couple of weeks and really not think about it. And then as we get back together, it is like a second preseason to get ready for the second half of the season, where we feel like we've done a number of things quite well in the first half of the season, but obviously through injuries and some mistakes, we've let points slip away. So I think the feeling is when we get back together, it's really about kind of renewed vigor going into the second half of the season.
Can I ask about Emilio too? Because I think in the sort of limited opportunities that he's played, he's looked quite good. I think especially coming off the bench. But has he necessarily done enough to maybe earn some more opportunities, especially as a starter, do you think? Or is there more to come from him, do you think?
No, I think he's obviously coming in last week and scoring 2 goals. You could say the first one was fortuitous, but I thought the team did a really good job to kind of create the scenario to win the ball. And then the second goal was just beautifully taken. Really good ball by Kobe and great header by Emilio. And he progresses every day, and he knows that there are things that we have identified as things that he needs to do to move his game forward. And scoring 3 goals in his last couple of appearances, I think, is a huge step forward for him, because Emilio is a very good player, very talented player. But the onus is on him to be more of a goal threat and be more kind of decisive in the final part of the field. And if you look at the last couple of weeks, he's certainly done that.